I'm just using the brush to push them down even flatter. And while I'm doing so, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe right now. So right now I'm just going with the outline of my brows. I don't have to draw on my brows because they're there. Only thing I have to do is just really follow the outline, just fill in the blank. And I'm using the NYX brow pomade in the shade Espresso. And the brush that I'm using is from my cosmetic line, MK Cosmetics. I need to start getting my eyebrows arched before I do these tutorials. So now I'm going with a darker shade of concealer. I use Tarte concealer in the shade Deep and Tan Deep Sand. If I want to do like a more natural look, I will only use just Deep, the shade Deep. But for that full face beat down, I gotta use two, because I like the highlighted brow part, if y'all get what I'm saying. And the brush that I'm using is also from my cosmetic line. You know, you got to test your products before you introduce it to the people. And I also did this closure quick weave. Yes, I be doing my own hair. I be trying to get into like doing closures and frontals and stuff like that. But I did a decent job for me not to be doing it on a regular. I'm just using that brighter concealer as an eyeshadow base. So that's why you see me putting it all over my lids. Yeah, I messed this eyebrow up right here. And I tried to go back and fix it, but it did not work out. Well, you can't really tell at the end, but I can. Look how smooth it's blending out. Like, look at that. I used to use e.l.f. concealer, but it wasn't working out for me, so I switched back to Tarte. See, look, I tried to fix that brow. I can't even fix it. But I could have, but, you know. So now I'm going in with a brown shadow. I can't really tell, but you're gonna see it as I blend it out. I can't remember what palette I used, but I know it was a Morphe palette. I'm using this brown shade as a transition shade, so that's probably why you can't see it as much. But I'm gonna use a shade darker just to deepen it up a little bit. I kind of like being a part of the thick brow crew because it's like you don't have to map out your brows. You don't have to like try to draw them on and then try to make sure they look alike. Like with my brows, you just go with outline and fill in the blank. So simple, so easy. So now I'm going in with the darker brown. It's not too much darker than the first shade, but it's dark enough. And I have to lift my brows up just in case, you know, my eyeshadow start creasing with the concealer, and I just have to make sure that it's blended, like no harsh lines or anything. I don't have a lot of, you know, eye space on my lid for me to do like other stuff, but you know, I try to do what works for me. I use the concealer, the brush that I blend my concealer out with. Sometimes I use that when I get my eyeshadow up too far into my concealer. Or it may be a harsh line between the concealer and the eyeshadow. So now I'm going in with this Shimmery shadow. It's supposed to be like a brownish shimmer, but it looks silver, but it's not silver. And I sprayed my brush with some setting spray, Morphe setting spray. I can't even talk. Morphe setting spray before I, digged into the pigment. I'm satisfied, as y'all can see, because y'all know I'm not with the shimmer. It gets everywhere. To achieve a cut crease look, you don't necessarily have to cut your crease to achieve that look. Because I know the cutting a crease is hard. Like, it is hard. Like, you don't really have to do that to achieve a cut crease look. It may not be as crisp as you want it, but you can tell it's a cut crease look. If y'all get what I'm trying to say, because it's hard to explain it. So I'm just taking that second shade that I use and, blend out the corners. And making sure everything is smooth and blended. It looks so much better when you blend the ends. I don't care if it's like glitter right there or what. I'm going to blend the ends. So I'm using e.l.f. matte liquid eyeliner in the shade Jet Black. I used to use NYX eyeliner, but it was just too wet and it took too long to dry. And no, I haven't mastered the wing just yet. Give me some time. I've been inconsistent when it comes down to doing my makeup, so it's gonna take me a minute. Yeah, I can see the little shimmer on my face a little bit. I should have took a makeup remove wipe and wiped it off. But anytime you're using shimmer shade or glitter or anything like that, any type of pigment, make sure you take a makeup removal wipe and wipe it off your face before applying like primer or even foundation, concealer, whatever. Just make sure it's off, because once it blends with your concealer or your foundation, like, you don't have to take it off and put it back on. In this case, it didn't blend, it didn't get into my concealer, but I still should have wiped it off. I'm using e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. It's the green one, because I know they got a pink one. And make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. Usually I'll just rub this in with my hand, but this can be very sticky, So as soon as I rub it in with my hand, I'm gonna have to get up and wash my hands. That's why I always use a brush. Make sure I get all the areas that I crease in, like under my eye and the creases of my nose. And the fan that I'm using, I got this fan from Amazon. I'm gonna put the link in the description box below. I'm just trying to make sure that primer is dried and doing what it's supposed to do. So I tried out the Juvia's Place new foundation. When I did the color matching Ulta, it looked like it was the shade, but on here it looks weird. And you know, I ended up switching it out for a different shade. I haven't tried the shade yet. Hopefully it work out. If not, it's going back to the store. When y'all get these color matches done in Ulta, please be sure to step outside and then come back in and make sure it's the right shade. But make sure it's on a sunny day and not a rainy day, please. I wish Ulta had like the ring lights, because the lighting in their stores is not fit for color matching. I got my color match at Sephora, so I can't speak on them. This foundation looking a little orangey. And I'm going back in with the Tarte concealer in the shade Tan, Deep Tan. I think that foundation shade was in the shade Cameroon. I'm not sure. So now I'm taking a darker shade in the shade Deep and just putting it on the ends of the lighter shade. Like, it's gonna blend so well. Like I said, the 2 shades of concealer is optional. Like, you don't have to do this. I just choose to do this. But watch how it's about to blend though. And you also don't have to spray, setting spray between each step. It's just something I choose to do. But once I start running out of setting spray really fast, yeah, I'm gonna have to change that. I'm just trying to dry down that concealer a little bit. So now I'm just blending the darker shade into the lighter shade. And look how well that blends. I don't even have to do much. And I'm using a small blending brush so I can control the concealer, keep it where I want it to be. Look at that. I almost put the concealer in my eye. So I'm just going in with the bigger blending brush. I had powder on that brush to make sure my concealer don't start creasing, because I crease real bad underneath the eye and it creases on my nose. And it have a lot of powder on it, just a little bit. Basically to like preset my concealer. So I'm going in with the Black Opal foundation stick. I use this stick to contour. It may not seem as dark as y'all think it should be, but it works fine for me. I try about to blend though. Look at that. Okay. I used to have a hard time contouring my nose, so I had stayed away from it for a minute, but I was like, eventually you're gonna have to learn how to do this. But it's like I can do it, but my nose still be looking weird. But my nose looking a little snatched right here though, so I made some type of progress. I'm still trying to make sure I'm not creasing. Going in with my Laura Mercier setting powder with the triangle sponge. On the page y'all can find these sponges at is Amazon. And ever since I tried these sponges, it's like great, awesome. Like, where were these sponges at a year ago? So I'm just trying to make sure I get into those parts where I crease really, really bad. And luckily, I don't crease in my smile lines. Well, I don't even have no smile lines. So now I'm going in with my Juvia's Place Bronzer Duo. I think it's the shade 10. I'm not sure. I think it's dark. Where did I get tan from? It's the shade dark. And I'm also setting my nose as well. So I'm just trying to make sure everything is set and well blended. You know, I ain't trying to be outside looking crazy. Foundation already looking crazy. So I decided to go with a red lip. When I say this lipstick has been through it all, I left it in a car and melted. I tried to hurry up and put it in the freezer so I can save it. But this lipstick is by MAC in the shade Ruby Woo. Is that? Yeah, that's the shade. Like, it was so dry. I had to take a brush to finish up, you know, lining my lips and filling it in. Like, that lipstick has been through a lot. And for $34, yeah, I'm about to use that. Melted and all. And usually I would take a Q-tip and clean my piercings off, but I don't need them to blend in. So that's why I don't, you know, clean them off. So they can be like camouflage. Then I realized I did not put my lashes on. But if y'all seen the little small clip at the beginning when I had my lashes on, those lashes are also from my cosmetic line, MK Cosmetics. So now I'm just going in with my foundation brush and making sure I blend everything. And this is the final look. I should include like a picture or something at the end so y'all can see the lashes again. That's what I'm gonna do. But thank you guys for watching. And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe so you guys can be up to date on my next video. Bye.